It's the biggest, boldest, and coldest skills competition in the country.
I got the heart of a champion.
The ServiceTitan Elite Trades Championship Series was created to celebrate some of America's unsung heroes, the men and women of the trades. Here, HVAC technicians, plumbers, and more prove themselves in a series of grueling challenges designed to test their technical abilities, industry knowledge, and physical stamina. Only the best will walk away with some cold, hard cash and the title of champion.
I got the heart of a champion.
Tonight, HVAC technicians are taking the stage at the Palm Beach County Convention Center in West Palm Beach, Florida. This is the 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship powered by Trane. Hi everybody, welcome on in. I'm your host, Joel Godet. I'm joined by our master contractor and HVAC pro, Scott Karen. Tonight, it's the professional division finals of the 4th annual ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship powered by Trane. Thousands of HVAC technicians, Scott, attempted to qualify for this competition. Tonight, that field has been narrowed down to just 5 technicians. So let's dive right in and meet our competitors. First is our defending champion in this event, Craig Childress from Peabody, Massachusetts. Not only has Craig won the championship title for 2 years running, he's also won the Plumbing National Championship in historic back-to-back years. Unfortunately, Craig did not qualify for the Plumbing Championship this year, so he's gunning to hold on to at least one of his titles. Up next, we have a new face in this competition, Dalton Kapke of Lincoln, Nebraska. Dalton's the youngest competitor on the floor tonight, but he's pumped for this competition. From Ocean Springs, Mississippi, Alex Ivy. He's back after narrowly missing the podium at last year's ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship, and he's eager to take another run at that trophy. Next, we have Denny Purdy out of Lima, Ohio. Denny previously made it to the semifinal round of this competition back in 2022, but he buckled under the pressure. Tonight, he just wants to enjoy the experience. And rounding out the field from Western New York is Scott Savage. He walks into the arena with 30 years of experience under his belt, and he's looking cool, calm, and ready to show off his skills. Our 5 finalists have more than 100 years of combined HVAC experience. So Scott, let's take a look at what they're being tasked with in our professional final breakdown, brought to us by Trane and American Standard.
Joel, these professional techs will complete a line set installation from a Trane air handler out to a Trane AC condenser using Cero copper pipe. They will make all connections using only RLS power press fittings and flares using the latest power flaring tool from NAVAC. They will then pull a vacuum down below 500 and hold for 10 minutes. Then the techs will install a PVC condensate trap pump with a drain. Competitors will have only 90 minutes to complete this installation. They will be scored on their workmanship, adherence to the specifications given, whether they pass their vacuum test or not, and making sure they use the tools properly, and, of course, safety. Time to complete the task will be considered only in the event of a tie, Joel.
Scott, these competitors certainly have their work cut out for them, and it looks like we're about ready to dive into the competition. So let's send it down to the third member of our reporting team. That's Chip Wade, and he'll get the air flowing.
Here we go in 3, 2, 1, go!
We are officially underway here in West Palm Beach, Florida. Our 2-time champion, Craig Childress, looking to defend that crown as everyone makes their way to the Johnstone Supply Store. They're picking up all the materials they'll need to work with over the course of this challenge. And Scott, our first tool question of the day, what does Alex Ivy have?
That's the NAVAC power bender, Joel. They're taking out all their materials from the Johnstone Supply Store. You can see Craig, he's got his line filter dryer, getting that set up, getting everything unboxed and laid out is really important for organization further along down the competition. They need to know what they have, and it gets it into their head how they're going to be using it. Back to Craig. He's using that power flaring tool to make a great flare on that pipe. Look at that 3/8 pipe. It's got a nice looking flare on it.
And that flare is made automatically. Alternatively, HVAC techs might have to open that up by hand. Here's Dalton Kapke from Lincoln, Nebraska.
He's getting the flaring nut off of the air handler itself. That's a critical component to the two-part system. You have the flaring nut, and then you have the pipe. Once those two are locked in together, it's an airtight seal, Joel.
Alex Ivy looks like he's got that 90-degree bend that he put into that copper piping as he builds out his copper line set. Just underway here in West Palm Beach, Florida, as the 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship, powered by Trane, rolls on.
The 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship powered by Trane on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by ServiceTitan, empowering those who power the nation, and by Trane and American Standard, leaders in home comfort solutions, delivering innovative HVAC systems that redefine comfort and efficiency.
Welcome back to the 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship powered by Trane. 5 of our nation's best HVAC technicians just starting in on their installation challenge. They're fitting a copper line set from an air handler to an AC condenser, and they're using this new power press and power flare tools. Scott, tell us what we're looking at here with Denny Purdy.
Sure. So what that inside that tool looks like is it's a mandrel that spins around on the inside as a cone shape, and it creates that flare with the copper. That flare is going to butt up against the other side that's on the air handler itself, using that brass torque nut to get right on top of it.
I prepped the inside of those while I was doing the 90s.
Checking in with our defending two-time champion Craig Childress. Feels pretty good about his progress. Looks like he's about 10% of the way through as we check in on the Strauss status meter. Also the two-time champion in plumbing. Did not qualify for the finals in plumbing this year. So HVAC, his one shot, one opportunity to bring home some glory and some gold. He will still be here in person, though, for that plumbing competition because Craig is all about supporting the trades and the people in this field.
You don't join the trades because you think that you're gonna go down and compete with some of the best in the country. You join the trades because it's, what your calling is. I'm Craig Childress. I'm from Peabody, Massachusetts. I've been a professional HVAC technician for 20 years. Being part of this has been such an unbelievable experience, and to not be able to go back and try to defend the plumbing championship is of course disappointing. I'd much rather be competing, but it is what it is. So I'm excited to be down here for HVAC though. My wife will definitely be here. She's the best. I wouldn't be here without her. She's the calm to my crazy. Anytime that I see her on the sideline, hear her cheering me on, and then, I need something to kind of focus me, I look at her. I heard there was another custom shirt this year. Anything could be possible with her. I was surprised with it last year. I didn't realize that she had done one, so when I walked out, I saw it, and I was pretty surprised by it. The competition has given me so much, not just with trophies and winnings, but has put me out and made me, I'll say, uncomfortable, just because I wasn't comfortable doing it before, but being able to come and do things like this or go out and be on TV, it's certainly given me confidence to be able to kind of put myself out there a little bit more than I did before. 2026, for sure, I'll be back for both plumbing and HVAC, competing. Hopefully I'll make it down.
Craig Childress, full-time plumber at Boston University, continues to work on his line set install. And Scott, it looks like we have another kind of fitting coming out.
That is the RLS press fitting. It's got an O-ring inside, and once you press that copper with that press tool, nothing is going to get past it. It's airtight.
And if you make a mistake, you've got to cut it off, start all over again, and that can mess with your measurement.
That's right, because now you've got a short pipe and bad fittings. It's a mess, Joel.
Scott Savage is our competitor from Western New York. First guy out on the AC condenser unit. You might see one of those outside your home.
That's correct. And what he's doing here is the first step. He's deburring the inside and the outside of the pipe before using those RLS press fittings. You can see Alex, what he's doing here is using a scouring pad to remove the oxidation and any small burrs on the outside of that pipe. And then he's going to take this gauge and mark it so that it goes to the correct depth before you set those fittings onto the pipe and then press it. All 3 very important steps.
Dalton Kapke here is on his copper line set. Scott, we keep calling it a line set. There are 2 very distinct pipes.
Good observation, Joel. The thinner one, the smaller 3/8 diameter one, is called the liquid line, and the larger one is the suction line. They both have different tasks, and they perform different tasks based on if they're using the heating portion of this air handler or the cooling portion.
Kapke out of Lincoln, Nebraska, 10 years in the trade, started his career in cybersecurity, then made his way into HVAC, where he was our top finisher in the semifinal round.
When I heard Chip call my name that I made it to the final round, I about fainted. It was just exciting to have that knowledge that I was able to persevere and push on to the next step. My name is Dalton Kapke. I've been in HVAC for 9 years, and I'm from Lincoln, Nebraska. My family motivates me. Just going in every day to work and doing the best job that I can and providing for someone else, for their family, keep them, and coming home to my daughter and my wife knowing that I did the best I could that day. I mean, it's just a joy to be here, to bring attention to the whole trades and everything. I mean, it's just fantastic to have this opportunity to try. Winning this competition would be amazing. It would just know that all the hard work and time that I spent had paid off and gave me another challenge.
Biggest challenge for Dalton in this competition, most worried about his own nerves and how that could impact little mistakes along the way, but he looks like he's in good shape right now. Chip Wade will check in with him.
Dalton, checking in with you. How's it going?
It's going all right.
Anything giving you a hiccup so far?
Not so far, just moving inch by inch.
Do you have a strategy for your methodology for moving through this challenge?
Step by step, get the bigger ones first because they take more time, and then work your way back to the smaller.
Oh, specifically with the line sets?
Specifically line sets.
So the biggest diameter first and then go small?
You bet.
Got it. Now, why would you do that?
Takes a little more time, a little more cutting, a little more rounds for bigger piping, and then just a little bit harder to work with.
Gotcha. And I guess you could be a little bit more flexible with the little stuff, huh?
You bet.
Awesome. Well, it looks great, man. Keep it going. Stay hydrated. You're sweating.
You bet. Oh, yeah.
All right. Good luck.
Thanks, Chip.
Competition newcomer Dalton Kapke appearing unfazed and fine under the pressure as he and the rest of the field come up against the reigning two-time champion, Craig Childress. Will anyone take his title? Time will tell. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship powered by Trane. Welcome back to West Palm Beach. The HVAC professional finals are well underway, and our competitors are sweating it out down on the floor. Scott, it was a long road for everyone to get to this moment, so let's take a look back at how everyone got here in our Johnstone Supply Road to Finals recap. The 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship powered by Trane began in March with an online qualifying quiz. Questions developed by Nate. Thousands of techs entered at home and at a half dozen in-person events held by Johnstone Supply in their stores across the country. Out of nearly 8,000 entrants in round one, 42 professionals advanced on to round two, a hands-on skills challenge where techs were sent a kit of tools and materials from Johnstone Supply. They were tasked with then brazing a tabletop service valve assembly in just 20 minutes. The 10 techs with the highest scores advanced to the championship here in West Palm Beach, where they faced one last challenge before making it to the final five. This one was a diagnostic test using an HVAC training module connected to a state-of-the-art software from MeasureQuick. The app calculates real-time data on system vitals and then provides solutions for techs in the field. But here, it was man versus machine, the pros relying entirely on their technical knowledge and experience to assess the problem in under 15 minutes. All the competitors took their time at the trainers, interpreting the data coming out of the NAVAC probes and determining the major system faults. There were several possible answers here, but the pros had to make their best possible estimate based on the measurements they were seeing. And in the end, it was Dalton Kapke, Scott Savage, Alex Ivey, Denny Purdy, and Craig Childress who were closest to reaching the same conclusion as the MeasureQuick app, and they advanced into our finals. Back down to the floor and into the action, and Scott, something seems different here.
Joel, what I'm seeing is it looks like Craig did not spin his AC condenser like he was supposed to. Those drawings specifically said that those service valves need to be the furthest away from the wall. He didn't spin them. That could cost him some serious points.
Is there something to having those valves further away from the wall?
You know, Joel, it was only a matter of what the mechanical drawing said. It doesn't really matter in the real world, but in this competition, it's imperative.
Wow.
And now you get a good look at Alex Ivey. who did spin his condenser unit, and this is what it should look like. Alex Ivy's very active on social media at HVAC_tips3. You want to learn about HVAC, get a good behind-the-scenes comedic look, that's the guy to follow.
I'll check it out.
And while you're doing that, Scott, we'll check in with Denny Purdy out of Lima, Ohio, a former instructor at the University of Northwestern Ohio. The trade's clearly near and dear to his heart, specifically HVAC.
We are the top trade because we do everything a plumber does. We do everything an electrician does. That's what makes us the best trade. And you can tell that to everybody too. My name is Denny Purdy, and I'm an HVAC professional from Lima, Ohio.
From Lima, Ohio, Denny Purdy!
When I heard Chip call my name when I made it to the final round, I was ecstatic. I was high-fiving people on left and right. I was going in, I chest bumped Chip. Almost knocked him off the stage.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm sitting back and I'm enjoying the entire process. I'm really letting loose. I'm gonna put on a good show and show individuals that it's not all about business and working in the field, but it can be fun too. When I'm out there in the competition, it's me versus me. We all have things that we're good at and things that we're not good at. And the only person I can change is myself. And that's what I'm striving to do every day. That's why I always try to do things with excellence in my life.
I feel like if you hear your name one more time today.
I'm a ripped shirt. No. I want to do the Hulk Hogan thing with the shirt if I win. No, I'm just, gosh, I'm gonna be excited. Really am. I want so much to be the final person up there for number one.
Bad news for Denny Purdy. I'm pretty sure Hulk Hogan pre-ripped the shirts, and these Strauss shirts are really durable as well.
They are, and you can see also what's going on here for bad news. He had to add a coupling in because that pipe was not cut to the right length. It's not going to cost him any points to have that coupling there. However, it's an opportunity to have a leak when he does vacuum down that line set.
So no negative in the immediate, but long term, this could come back to haunt him. Craig Childress, there's a really good look. Clearly not rotating his condenser unit, although his pressings have already been made, so no going back at this point. And Craig is the first person on to step 2, which is the vacuum test. Scott, what is it?
There's 2 ways to test a pipe to make sure it's airtight, with pressure or vacuum. In this case, we're using vacuum, removing all of the air from this sealed system. The micron gauge is going to measure vacuum. It's set at 500 microns. He needs to take the vacuum pump, remove all the air below 500, where it has to stay below 1,000 for 10 minutes, Joel.
And if you don't have a vacuum and your system's not airtight, layman's terms, it's not going to work.
It could have a leak, and that's not good. You're going to lose all the refrigerant into whatever space you're trying to condition.
You just get a great picture here of how far ahead Craig Childress is. Denny Purdy has half of his line set installed. How you put all of the line sets together is another question, because it looks like Scott Savage did one end and the other end, and now is just meeting in the middle.
I really like what he did. He got all his vertical risers up from the unit and from the condenser itself, and then all he has to do is connect the 2 dots. It's a nice application, Joel.
Some multitasking now happening for Craig Childress, because while his vacuum test is going, he's now moved on to step 3, which is building the PVC condensate trap and drain.
And here you go, right here. He's below 500 microns. Now he's got to let it hold below 1,000 for 10 minutes. Let's cross our fingers he has no leaks.
If he does have leaks, that throws a wrench into things, because you've got to figure out where that leak is coming from, and you still need a 10-minute window to run another vacuum test. Will Craig get the job done? We'll find out when the professional division finals of the 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship powered by Trane continues. Welcome back to the 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship powered by Trane. Scott, we mentioned earlier in the program that this competition series is all about celebrating people in the trades, and that's not only because the work they do every day is so vital to our everyday lives, but the HVAC industry is facing increasing demand with a diminishing supply of skilled workers.
Joel, we're making HVAC cool again.
Some might say we're trying to make HVAC hot again.
Could be that also.
Let's get back into the action, but before we do that, we'll dive a little deeper into the state of the industry with support from our partners at ServiceTitan. Scott, you see the numbers, nearly 500,000 HVAC technicians across the U.S. right now. There's opportunity out there.
The older generation is retiring. The jobs aren't going anywhere. We are always going to need skilled and talented technicians to go into people's homes and places of business and do this work and repairs.
And with $14 billion per year being spent on HVAC services and repairs, Scott, there's money to be made as a career here.
Joel, this isn't small potatoes. And what excites me even more is there's a lot of technology out there, both from the system manufacturers and from business management software, like ServiceTitan. It's taking this industry to the next level and paving the way for HVAC companies, both large and small, to operate more efficiently and earn higher profits.
Another way to make a profit, winning $40,000 in a day. Clock is ticking, so let's head back down onto the floor with our competitors. This is Scott Savage continuing to work on his line set as Denny Purdy continues his press fitting.
Craig Childress on those mechanical drawings, making sure that the condensate trap is heading the right way.
That's our best look at those plans that our competitors are going off of. Quick check of the vacuum test before Craig Childress starts to glue his PVC together. Oftentimes we see white PVC. This is green. What's the difference?
RectorSeal has added zinc to their PVC. They call it clear drain, and it prevents the growth of that white slime that we all see in these condensate drains.
So antifungal of sorts.
Exactly, Joel.
Scott Savage really putting his full weight into that tube cutter. Scott is a licensed electrician and plumber, but HVAC, that's where he thrives.
My passion is for HVAC. I think if you're going to do well at something, you have to have a passion for it. My name is Scott Savage from Philly, New York. I've been an HVAC professional for 30 years. I went to school originally to be an electrician. I got kind of bored with it, and I went to school for plumbing, heating, and air conditioning. I graduated on a Saturday, and I started my employer that I'm at now following Monday, and I've been with them for 30 years. I have a wife and kids, both of my boys now in college. We're kind of empty nesters. It was an adjustment. You know, I could almost cry right now. It's a change. Walking out of that competition floor, I wasn't quite sure what to expect. You know, cameras and lights and stuff really isn't my forte. One of my things that I wanted to do years ago was go skydiving. And I always wanted to do that, and I said, all right, I'm going skydiving. You know, and they asked me the same thing on the plane going up, you know, how you feeling? You know, I'm feeling good.
How you feeling right now? I'm feeling okay. You're feeling okay.
And then that door opens, and your life changes. When we landed on the ground and the guy said, you know, Scott, you know, how you feeling? I said, I want to do this again right now. The adrenaline definitely kicks in, emotions change. It definitely focuses your perspective on life also. I probably put it very similar to that. And just take it one step at a time, very nervous. But again, it's just heating and air conditioning. I mean, this is what I've done for 30 years.
I feel like it takes a certain amount of nervousness to skydive. How does that compare to the nerves of being out on the competition floor for Scott Savage?
Joel, we've got the clock ticking away. He's got competitors starting to finish around him. He's got to make everything look good, hold that vacuum still. He's got a lot of work ahead of him.
Sometimes it's hard working in space. You can see the liquid line just kind of hanging out here for Scott.
Certainly, and he's got the suction line done first, which is a lot more rigid. He can use that to support that liquid line while he gets the rest of the measurements done. It's a big help for him. He's definitely a veteran in this area. There he goes. He's using a tie wrap to make sure that it's secured properly.
Denny Purdy got slowed down by a couple of mistakes early on. He had to redo some of his suction line, that bigger of the two copper pipes, add in some more press fittings, slowed him down, trying to make up for lost time.
Time's quiet, I'm good.
Craig Childress, quick check of the vacuum test.
Off or leave it on, or I can hit the timer, right?
Yeah, I think he's good on the vacuum test. It's been more than 10 minutes. PVC looks like it's in great shape.
He's checking the list to make sure everything is done, Joel.
Wife Rachel looking on. Craig Childress is way ahead of time, and he's done in less than 52 minutes.
What an enormous amount of work he just accomplished. Can't believe how quick he did it.
My man. I can't say I'm that surprised that you finished first. You're always so fast. Is it like your strategy with like order of operations? Is it just the pace of work? What is it that makes you fast?
This is just how I work. I got one speed. It's not competition speed and work speed. I just, this is what I am at work too, so it's no different.
Well, you know, it's not universal across the board with everybody. I mean, you have a gift and it's awesome. It's fun to watch, man. Well, the work looks great. I don't know, I didn't see what the vacuum pulled, but hopefully that all works out. But it's looking bright. Hey, congratulations.
Thanks so much.
Go get some water, say hey to your wife.
Yes.
Craig Childress is done first. That's impressive. Time, however, doesn't factor into the score unless there's a tie. So, in the next 40 minutes or so, can somebody catch our two-time champion?
40 minutes is a long time. Let's see what happens, Joel.
Craig Childress finished well ahead of the field. Can anybody beat him? We'll find out when we return. We're back here in West Palm Beach at the 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship powered by Trane. Our techs are sweating in this 90-minute installation challenge, but they sure look cool, Scott, doing it. They have been outfitted in top-of-the-line workwear from Strauss. Chip Wade caught up with Nadia Barletta from Strauss earlier in the competition to talk about their new partnership with the ServiceTitan Elite Trades Championship Series.
Nadia, it's so great talking to you. We're here checking out some of the Strauss product. You have outfitted all of the competitors here. You guys have been in the European market for years. Kind of new to the U.S., and this is your first year with the ETCS. Tell us a little bit about why you guys wanted to be here.
We're super excited to be here. It's our first year. The show just aligns so great with all the values that Strauss has, just supporting the trades, supporting the people that build our world. We are here to support them with full-on work gear, head to toe, to make it comfortable for them to really work and also compete.
So tell us a little bit more about like what is so important about integrating with the trades. Why do you guys want to service this industry?
We are a part of the industry as workwear, right? We need you guys. We want to, of course, offer you something that you like and that you can wear for years. And we just want to elevate the whole craftsmanship.
Perfect. Well, German engineering has met comfort and style, and it's here available to us. Thank you so much, Nadia.
Thank you.
Back into action here in West Palm Beach, Florida. Although Craig Childress not back into action. 51 minutes, 33 seconds. He is done. Almost 40 minutes ahead of time. He can just chill and watch the rest of the field try to catch him.
Hey back, you are king.
Denny Purdy onto that torque wrench. What's he setting?
He's setting that torque wrench, Joel, to be at 25 foot-pounds. That is what that requirement is for that flare fitting. Super critical measurement.
How will the judges know he got it right?
When he's done, while they're scoring, they're going to take the torque wrench and check that fitting themselves.
Check in with the Mississippian Alex Ivy. Haven't seen him in a bit.
Working in tight circumstances there, making sure the depth gauge is accurate. He's going to get that final crimp on that liquid line, Joel.
Final press fittings going into place for Scott Savage. Just needs to get this filter attached, and then it looks like his line set will be complete. We'll keep an eye on that as Denny Purdy now becomes the second competitor to start their vacuum test.
He's vacuuming down that in the wrong line right now. He's using the liquid line, Joel. It's going to be a lot slower than it should be. That could be a problem.
Just because it's a smaller line.
Much smaller. It's also going through a valve inside the air handler, which could create an issue if it's trying to hold a vacuum. Let's see what happens.
And now Alex Ivy is getting himself set for his vacuum test. 18 years in the trade for just the 38-year-old Alex Ivy. Could he be the future of HVAC?
Man, I hope to bring some energy here. You know, I see a lot of people that's nervous walking around here, and me, it's too late to be nervous. It's competition day. It's time, you know, it's all go, you know. If you was nervous, should have left it at home, man. My name is Alex Ivy, and I've been in the trade for 18 years. I don't like to lose, man. I'll bet you when the light turns green. I just had this competitive thing about me. I'm somewhat of a perfectionist. You know, with my work, I like to put my work out on the internet so people can judge it. It's really easy to impress a homeowner. But for me, I want to impress other HVAC technicians. I want to innovate and push the trade more.
And as always, like and follow for more HVAC tips.
So I've had the social media for quite a while, You know, I've tried to bring awareness to the trades. It's important to me because I get to interact with apprentices, new business owners, sometimes educators, different people in the industry, and it allows me to benefit everybody. I'm a really nice guy, and I really care about tradespeople. But with that being said, we're here for money. You know, we're here to compete for number one, and we're not talking about first place loser. We're talking about first place the winner. There's people walking around here, and I know them from last year, but at the same time, it's focus. You're a nice guy, I'm a nice guy, but today, you know, we're different paths today.
Alex getting right into this vacuum again. He's tied into that liquid line, Joel. I just don't like to see it. It doesn't vacuum it down quick enough, and it's not the right way. He should be on that larger suction line below.
It is interesting that we've now seen multiple competitors, though, make that mix-up.
I'm not sure. I'm just calling it how I see it.
Not too high.
Quick check of the vacuum test. Really good example of multitasking, which you're going to have to do on a job site.
Making sure that that vacuum pump is running is such an important part of this competition. They just can't sit there and watch it work, so they've got to get going and get things done.
Are you worried about Dalton Kapke here?
I am worried, Joel. He's got to finish doing the pipe, get all those press fittings in place, and then get that vacuum started, which has to stay below 1,000 for 10 minutes. That's a big ask right now.
Talking about the vacuum test, we can go listen in with Denny.
Well, I know where it's messed up.
You hit a crimp?
Well,
Did you miss a crimp?
Well, one of my crimps, I didn't do it right, so it's...
Okay.
It's probably that. Well, it dropped again. Okay. Well, it's actually, I can't fix it. It's right at the unit, so if I would, I would have been able to cut it out. But yeah, it's kind of, it is what it is.
So what's wrong for Denny, Scott?
The press fitting is too close to the service valve on the condenser, Joel. He's not going to be able to cut it out and repress it. It's a real tough fix without the use of being able to braze at this point.
In the meantime, Denny's moving on to the PVC, it looks like.
He is, Joel. It looks like he has the elbow coming out of the unit where there is supposed to be a T. That's going to cost him some points.
It's got a hold for 10 minutes.
We got Alex Ivy here making sure that all the connections on the vacuum are tight. It looks like he might have a problem with that vacuum gauge holding, Joel.
Just about 15 minutes left in our competition, and one of these HVAC techs is going home with bragging rights and a check for $40,000. Who will win? We'll find out when the 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship, powered by Trane, continues. Welcome back to West Palm Beach. We are in the final moments of the 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship powered by Trane. Our 5 professional technicians here are nearing the end of their Cero copper line set installation on these horizontal Trane air handlers. Scott, if they haven't already gotten their systems done, though, and have moved on to the vacuum test, what are their chances?
Not very good, Joel. They've got 10 minutes of a test. They need to get on. They need to start the condensate drain system or something else. Speaking of condensation systems, it looks like Scott Savage is coming out of the wrong spot on the air handler. There's a lot going on here. He's not referencing the mechanical drawings that were given to him. He's on autopilot at this point, Joel, just doing the condensation system. He's probably not going to get the credit for that.
Checking back in with Alex, he has the vacuum test going while it looks like he's fixing some of his fittings.
He's repressing some of the fittings, Joel. It's not the best practice. However, at this point, he's drawing at straws. He's got nothing else left to do.
Trying to find why maybe his vacuum isn't holding.
Exactly.
Dalton Kapke's line set is done, so now he's on to the vacuum test, but it is a question of time.
And he's going to make up some of that time by putting that vacuum pump on the correct pipe, which is the larger suction pipe. It's going to buy him some time. He's going to do it the right way. Hopefully he gets there, Joel.
Scott Savage looks like he's starting to clean up his work area, refining his zip ties used for support. Meanwhile, Alex Ivy needs this number to stay under 1,000, and fail is not a good thing to see.
I think it's just a little tiny leak on that flare.
I'm not sure how he would know if there's a leak on the flare, Joel. At this point, it's anyone's guess. Without nitrogen and spray bubbles, you really can't tell.
Tired.
Scott Savage, Craig Childress done. 3 competitors still burning to that finish line. Inside a minute left to go. Dalton racing toward the finish line. If you don't have your vacuum test done by now, you're not going to get it done. And I think Alex Ivy resigned to that fact.
Good. I think
We're still under 1,000?
it's still under 1,000. But it's tough, man. Don't let no one fool you if y'all watching on TV or whatever. This is not an easy thing, man.
It's not easy, Scott. We are putting our best pros under unbelievable time constraints.
I agree, Joel. You're working with competitors all around you with lights and cameras. It's really tough.
I knew I was going to sweat.
We do have 2 competitors officially done. Everybody else trying to tie up some loose ends here in our closing seconds as we head down to Chip.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Tools down.
Tools down. The competition is over here in West Palm Beach, Florida. It's time for the judges to shine. Scott, what are the judges looking for as they tally our results?
Joel, these judges will be looking for this work to be done correctly and neatly. Important, did they pass their vacuum test? This is a huge portion of the total score here. They're getting points for installing the PVC trap, drain, and condensate pump, and they lose points if they performed any unsafe working practices or misused any of their tools. We saw Craig Childress finish up well ahead of his co-competitors, but final time will only be taken into consideration in the event of a tie. So we really don't know yet from what I saw. Now, there's some excellent work being done at the other stations, and there may be things that the judges catch that could turn the tide. There are all really strong competitors, Joel. It's anyone's game tonight.
One of our HVAC techs will go home with bragging rights and a check for $40,000. Will it be a three-peat for our returning champion Craig Childress, or is someone new taking the crown? We'll find out when the professional division finals continue at the 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship powered by Trane.
The 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship powered by Trane on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by ServiceTitan, empowering those who power the nation, and by Johnstone Supply, contractors' preferred source of equipment, tools, supplies, and training.
Welcome back to the 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship powered by Trane. The professional division finals have come and gone. Our 5 HVAC techs were tasked with installing a Cero copper line set from a Trane air handler to an outside condenser, as well as installing the PVC condensation, trap, drain, and pump. They were making connections and showcasing their skills with press and flare fittings. Each fitting had to be made perfectly, or they wouldn't pass the final step in this competition, that vacuum test. Our returning HVAC champion Craig Childress appeared to have made an early error by not setting his condenser unit to specification before installing his line set. Regardless, he flew through the challenge, finishing up in under an hour while getting his system to hold a vacuum for the requisite 10 full minutes. That vacuum test did cause some competitors to stumble, with a couple of them connecting the vacuum pump incorrectly. Denny Purdy noticed an issue with his line shortly after pulling the vacuum, and despite efforts to find the problem, his situation could not be salvaged.
It doesn't mean I failed. It just means that the vacuum failed.
Dalton Kapke and Scott Savage remained cool under pressure in their HVAC championship debuts, but only Savage managed to completely finish his task and clock out in under 90 minutes.
I knew I was going to sweat.
Alex Ivy was eager to redeem himself after a disappointing performance in 2024 and was particularly careful with his press fittings. However, a slight leak reared its ugly head late as the clock was winding down, and by then, there was no turning back. It was all a lot to accomplish in just 90 minutes. The vacuum test was critical, but not the only factor in the challenge faced. And no matter what, someone here is going home tonight with $40,000 and a national title. If you're out there watching and you or someone you know is a tradesperson who wants to prove themselves in the ultimate skills competition, or Scott, if you're just interested in the trades,
I'm in.
You can check us out on social media or online at elitetrades.global. You can stay informed on all things ServiceTitan Elite Trades Championship Series, including how to qualify to compete and where we'll be heading in 2026. Back here in the arena, the judges have spoken. Scott, it's time to find out which of our HVAC techs is going to be crowned national champion. Chip has our winner's ceremony.
We're here at the final reveal. Our top 5 competitors have battled. This is the cream of the crop from across the country. You guys are absolutely amazing. So no matter what happens today, I'm so impressed with all of y'all's effort, but somebody's got to take home the trophy for champion. In third place, taking home $10,000 from Pavilion, New York, Scott Savage.
One of our 2 competitors to cross the finish line, Scott Savage taking home bronze.
Joel, he is the veteran here. It's well-deserved. He certainly earned it. I hope it feels as good as jumping out of that airplane.
Second place, taking home $15,000 from Ocean Springs, Mississippi, Alex Ivy.
Second time in the finals of this competition and a silver medal for Alex Ivy.
And with the $15,000, that could go a long way in his business, Joel.
All right, this has been a long-fought battle. 3 of you guys are all absolutely pros. And this year, taking home $40,000, the amazing trophy, and the title of champion. From Peabody, Massachusetts, Craig Childress!
Was there ever any doubt? Back to back to back for Craig Childress, the best to ever do it in the ServiceTitan Elite Trades Championship Series.
This guy is unstoppable, Joel.
Huge shouts to our first, second, and third place winners, each walking away with cash in their pockets. And a big round of applause for all the competitors who made it to West Palm Beach for the competition this year.
All these techs have proven just how cool this trade really is. Nice work, guys.
Looks like Chip is down on the floor with our 3-peat champion. Back down to Chip.
Craig, at this point, I mean, we're almost legend status. This has got to feel amazing, huh?
This feels unbelievable. I mean, I'm speechless with this keep on happening to me.
Well, you know, you get the check, you know, but like having a whole cabinet full of these guys is almost cooler, right? I mean, who are you most excited to tell about this that's not here?
For sure, my kids. I mean, my kids will be waiting for me to bring this home, and I mean, my mother's got them, so she'll be just as excited. So, a lot of people though. There's a lot of support behind me, and each year is just unbelievable. It's even better than the last year, but you know, it's a dream. I'm just waiting to be pinched to wake up.
I love it. Well, you're clearly smiling ear to ear. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. Enjoy the win.
Thank you so much.
That does it for us here tonight. Thank you for joining us at the 2025 ServiceTitan HVAC National Championship powered by Trane Professional Division Finals. We're keeping the heat on, so next time we'll have the Apprentice Division Finals coming your way, showcasing the next generation of America's HVAC trade. Until then, from Scott Caron, Chip Wade, and myself, Joel Godet, stay cool, America.